Welcome to Public Health Matters. And then so yenemo ahyia a yebedi nkomo ekakra. COVID-19 aba. Na yetie aya yete se eman bia so, ekro bia so, aban ne mpanyimfo eka se we should learn to live with the COVID-19. Na COVID-19 a ye ne COVID-19 etna no. What does it mean? It means say yenya ho adru enti COVID-19 na de eni yen ebetena ache kakra. Na aden enti a adro no ache sa because when we are looking for a vaccine, it has phases it goes through. So phase 1 no, it is when a low dose is given to healthy individuals. Now in the normal situation no, it could last as long as 2 years. Then you call phase 2. Then adrona omahwehwemu a omahu no. Na fe ye there many passes so a omoyare ekakra. And also so no, in the normal instance no, it could go about 2 years. And sana ya kodru a phase 3. And no, to test the efficacy in preventing the disease and as a medical condition. And also so no, it midi 3 to 4 years. And no no, na afei phase 4. Na ya sha se pa the a treaty enipa in the real world settings. Na ya hwɛ hu se ehun sunsuanso no ebeye sen ansana adwumayeku a ewo man bia mu a ema ho kwan ema afei de ye de kɔ adwa so no yama ho kwan na edru se ebedwa so saa na eya aman a omo wesika no omo na omutimi eto aduro no yie anase omo na omutimi twia aduro no kanti ya yete aman bi mo te se Ghana any Africa any Asia mo ho baabi ni South America baabi no ye niska na omo frɛ low income countries aduro no beto ye na ache. That is why omo ka say we should learn to live with COVID-19. Na COVID-19 no amaya yen niska na yentimi ento aduro se biba sesesi ekura na yentimi ento no. The measures we are taking against COVID-19 dodo na ye prevention. So we have learned a lot of things in COVID-19. Enti ene mene eminuamo Dinah and Francis, and then others will also join a later. Any ebedin komo say COVID-19 yi achire bibi ekakra say we should learn to prevent. Prevention is better than cure, but COVID-19 yi achire. But we have many more lessons we can learn from COVID-19. Economic and health and many others, but then we will focus most on health. And it means no me ma minua badina ama introductory remarks yefri ho ana Francis so ama ene de enti yenua dina.
Pastor, hello, yemobia kwaba within the dina and let's see about health promotion who asem ayebeka yenim say COVID-19 dey a country be anywhere funny who didn't. We have the rich, the poor, whoever you are no are affected. Na affected so ye na ebedi mpense muame hu e kwan fa so a say echine bi say COVID-20 say COVID-15 eba e kwan be fa so eni na be boa ye ho na ya nkoto atorenche mu a ebe ye bomba ye say made but the prevention is better than cure.
Yeah, that was it. Well, introductory remarks. That is Miss Diana. Oye nurse Ghana and this way nurse Finland. About health issues or experience in low income country and then high income country. Yeah, that was it. Francis, what my introductory remarks, kakrai?
Yeah, I mean, so the American say COVID-19 no obia ate ho asem na ebaye no se wi ase bibin to da also ho odene nti COVID-19 ne baye no amai wo wi ase nyina obia nya ne hye obia nso ehu bebia na ho odene wo ni bebia oni ahoɔden na eba no se ye Ghana for ne Africans dia oni beka se de expose enwema pii nti enwumre no saa enwema ne bi na ye ba behwe na ya pinse mu na ye hu kwan a ye befa so se o man na yetumi asia no kwan me da se
Yo, yeah, that Francis so I say Francis so aye adwuma ewo Ghana as a teacher kakra for a very short time. Now, waye adwuma so under Ghana Health Insurance as accountant and as a working ewo warehouse and as a
procurement
okay.
procurement in a chag facility.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, honestly, the NSC, our Gothenburg University, Sweden, masters in public health. Say na yenua Francis Sonono. Me so me dear Jumadi ho chia me kakra. Na I'm just a student of public health matters. I have interest in that. Inti me dear nuamo. Eba say na yedi ho komo kakra. Now going to our discussion, we said we are going to look at the personal and national lessons learned from COVID-19. You shall say from personal. Say, Ankra ye wo Ghana maimu. No. And then pa na yesua ewo sa ahohiahia mremu. What lessons have we learned? Anasa ewo say Ghana ni bia itimi sua for the future. Watch out, ladies first.
Lesson there is both health and otherwise. In fact, COVID-19 came unexpected to all of us. First, we say we were China. See, they didn't say China one because me go find maybe our China and me say me they being coming to me baby. And na kakra yesi ha ebesi ha kwa na Ghana krebinsi yesi o Yankopon de wabo Africa ho by here na TV it will never and eba say o tutu for crowd and kaye e ka okreku. But look at how it has profounded, taking all of us by surprise. Say there's a kind of BBR. So it's not only health-wise, the stress about yourself. About school, about fear, all these things about stress about yourself. Financial, about so one you will be accountable. What do you have to go to? Just say, look at toilet flow, keke. Send a sequel shop or hoarded toilet flow tissues. Just say, I don't know why that specific product. No, we went to order.
There were a lot of videos people were fighting over toilet roll.
We're fighting over it. It was like gold. That time, people also bought in chunks and not on black market. I saw some videos in US. People were buying it at expensive prices. And like we were all, whether you are rich, whether you are poor, with the social life really camber, we were all reduced to one person. Because everyone was afraid. Everyone was. It was the fittest of the survivor. Obia Tonyama Betuhonum. Obia de she said, who was cow hokrana? Why you say? O de Sikane ko akwaya dia ebeko. na wuni sky wana ko bon ho bosia obia pesto to be to hon because obia na yenim po say by this time kwa betime pia wa bonten because other cities were closed. You hear China, there were some videos I'm here now almost started quarantine. You couldn't go outside. Guy beat your video say when it started 3 months ago, no, and almost like Coca-Cola, 1 liter, it became something like a gold. Like I won't be that or no one the honor ain't he? And papa was she be good ni so na so a ni tina na or no just to get the taste. You know, like right from 3 months ago, no, what was Coca-Cola? 1.5 liters.
Yeah.
So it puts stress on us, the sense that we were craving for things that we even shouldn't crave. Wherever you are, whoever you are, like, be affected. It is social stress to you. So, Anna, you and himself, we have good stress and bad stress. The good stress, say, what held last time? I can't 5 minutes, say, feeling now, be more adrenaline, and basra, will be make stress. But it will go down. That's a good stress to crave. Our body uses to produce adrenaline. A day action, excessive free flight action. But when the bad thing say, and people were having all sorts of things. They be say, yeah, we ginger, and you say, but people were eating all these gingers and doing those, and yet they were being affected, and some have even died. And the stress by so hana bia o baby hoka baby. Imagine say o hana bia o school US. Now to say US and say an Brazil, I don't think say you ever sleep. It is social stress bias. So and look at the health factor. And when the baby really say there are people who have underlying conditions, and there are certain things are weird that say you are smoking. It may affect you more than a normal person because COVID-19 is a respiratory disease. And smoking so it affects your lungs. Into lungs, nobody can say no COVID-19 would be a double punishment. And people were having all this hypertension, diabetes, and they fear. Look at old people. How many old people die from this, especially in countries like Italy and USA? Even I say, to the extent that affected one or more old people's home. And all these things here, they are we really, although we are like Emma. Yeah, because all papa will fear. Oh, but you say, a dear question, especially say be a who hypertension or diabetes. Sure, because Max the and so share. Now the other person not no beer. You have about 30 to 40% protection. And the pressure bias, so the stress both are your bottom, your brow stress and finances and other things. And I health matters also. Say, imagine high flu season. It can't bother this time. Into Ubo Akwana would you say, because you never know what happened. And Nippon and I get in contact. So it was a very big blow to all of us.
Okay. Yeah, that was it. Say, I was trying to pick up a lot of lessons we could learn. We were talking about how say a Coca-Cola cram no people say we need 1.5 liter. Now no pebia we feel a to have a taste of it. I think adia mission free sadi and monone. Now we are taking things for granted because yenra here biemo. So you say Ghana, we could hear say Liberia for Kontokwa, Sierra Leone for Kontokwa anyway. We hear it, but we can't feel it. COVID-19, we declared it as war, but in your war, we were hearing gunshots near the it means Your Ghana and answer baby will be when we have some kind of freedom, we should evaluate, and the things that will make that freedom stay, and answer Niema enjoy, we could continue to enjoy them. Me sign a picky from where you must also about say ebe ha bi mu a omo yare nkitin bi ehye. So we should also learn say yebebo yebre yi a yesi usori a numunsuo as much as possible na nkofa yade bi amro ensuo ye woni am nkitin bi a yebetimi aya bi a nyeta bi a na wo se bi a wo chata taxi kra bi a edu time bi a you walk a bit won kwa o ade and ade ba ko so amesen sua free why dey no say ye bom modern ya de sika kakra sia eye because eyare ebeto a ebeto ekwan mu a ana say ebeto wo kwantimfi a ebetimi aha adwene pa and that was it. Yes, Sister Dinah, we will go into some specifics. Francis.
Yeah. Thanks, Sister Dinah Kasa. Most of the things, waka. Me de mi ni so na SCB time ya to so. Savings is obvious. Sister Dinah Kasa, savings say very important. Say going forward, to be only the habit of saving, to be developed. Now to me CV, because in times like this, no more one question, or more BBT, COVID, no more you my phone to be empty or full salary, and I see empty or more tone shoe or abontain, more could be. I was thinking about those people. So, until you now and say a kid to us, say a see was so teasy can be to honor, who be nim the busy datching. It's very important. I also taking notes. No matter what, we should have the habit of saving. And I never one person can valuing human relationship. In fact, COVID no amayaba actually human being. Say untumi share them on. And then now we can say be concerning war. We say war see Liberia, see. I think say every Ghanaian also used to this COVID period. Now all the tasty how a careful in a war period they be tasty because lockdown no can the back how people were complaining. And not and go for air force so be peer one thing. After the president restrictions and so no releasing a kakran or relaxing a kakran. Nkofo press on bokwa sorry nkofo press e be free ho no more to me ide akọ ceremonies in gatherings a omo person omo ide omo ko meanwhile emra na ade ne maye no obu ho mpa we don't value those things. The relationship between woni ni nua na wo hu say was so much important say until say COVID by ni hu say in fact human being is indeed a social animal. To me, and you need your brother, you need the next person. So this should shape human relationship and interaction with the next person or the neighbor. And from the health perspective, how me person me can say how you perceive disease be to say wakotena kam na obi abowa. Now, who say next person akata no hune. Obi tinje obeka say eh won so kire ho papa. Obi so obo wana ene wakata wo hune na waye yi no. Do you understand? Yeah. But we share other respiratory disease na COVID-19 effoli in that category. So but if COVID-19 change, na yemfa normal flu cold any flu na ba. Me sure passes a be crack to chain and will came when rap within mine. Now or prone minimness in the show attitude be or because say, watch it out and I'll chill out. Obi hinti nese obi ekata the next person the handkerchief kata ne no beka say hey ene nguraba ne nkrache from aba mo kire mo ho but it is true that medium no ena saa yare nkitenkete na ye na work here ntine asa hye na haye those sickness na etumi eden etumi edema the next person. And I think say after COVID post COVID people will come to understand say enye say nipa no wache no odi ebi ayade no ebi ayade akese bi say HIV ni those no kwan ebi ebi twa wa say we careful, but even in the public transport you have to be careful of some of these things. Next time what the bus is so obo anu bi kata ne ho na sure say obete no ase the COVID ne it has come to teach us a lot of lessons. I mean, you say going forward, no, say we twice na you ponder on them. Now you get the best out of it. It has its own negative side, but you say the positive aspect be as is sharing you between your boy and shape your life. But that's it.
Okay, yo. But that's a James McKeown so I join here. McKeown. If I show Otemenka. Yes. Tonka. So yashe ye nkomodie na ase I don't know. Lessons we are learning from COVID-19. And yenua badina ashe any thoughts. Francis also ashe, you have just joined. We are just sharing thoughts on personal lessons. We are about Ghana as a country, Ghana as a nation. To also our contribution be on a personal level, no lessons I share.
Thank you very much, Evan.
You're welcome.
As you said, so Mantidia Winia Dana Ekanye. But of course, Kaka America on the personal level, the fish COVID by as my brother was saying, Francis was saying, there are a whole lot of things that we can learn from this whole COVID situation. I heard him talking about going forward, we will take care of our personal hygiene to an extent to say, especially about Africa has say most of the diseases that I had in most of them are diseases that are preventable. You hear that kind of things, and you hear but then before COVID, as Francis was saying, these are some of the things that we really didn't pay attention to them. If it's and yes, you look at say, and I need the fairness say, who did you say orange now nobody did you people used to joke about some of these things. In itself, the would give you more orange. Obu also so did we are all rodents at the opposite of business and salons, dear no him. When you did get on my financial, if he said now, who said, I was here. Now, the Bakwame knows by a COVID by actually gonna phone and actually be and say. So, if you come Ghana, you need savings quarter. So, nipa on a personal level no amount for MP savings so the sika air to ho na da achi asem to na what me the charge no ho eno nti wo ba hwe ye free health issue no kra obi wo hand dan onum se dan na wo han in 2 years after 2 years no obetu another rent and so an office account on account to on save towards the next 2 years no but now, my 2 years, no so we are. I feel no one no kwa abosiambo. So abosia e de kotia and down na da ho chebi abane so. O sha most of Ghana Ghana for be hand to mouth. When pia bonten a on didi. Okoso do benya bia no or spend it because visa dey tia obesa akọ. Okwa nyame ado obesa kakra. Enu nti no we don't save. And nothing about COVID by a day I want to be about my force because a Kufado, a local crabino. Then I'm off of the Obiani service. It's my mail tone tomatoes, so you know. On several begin to honor one Kromus period now. But we got to be busy. And you know, I want to so I come to Kun on any or no business winning now. It me fish Yako and Nimono. Where you know, near ma, I was a Hania. I buy imitation, I buy a cassette. Obeshena Ghana for the donor, in your bank account, any other. Sometimes people are not able to save because they don't have a bank account. She can or send them pass, and send it to me. And the hotel like a crabia, no, one of Mumba. It's the COVID by Unica Pedaho. So, Unishim Padaho, and Untino, let the hotel Abba Obibiaso. Nemak can get in Panaka Crano, Ultiminto to the extent they I was buying no Diane, and that's a many part of Shani, or Dani, a Cosalai, no Jediano, and then one would give me. Yes, I will do. All because you move, we are not able to save for the future emergencies such as this COVID.
Okay. Yeah. Makion, your brother was a pa. Your brother was a pa. I'm saying. You are going deep. So we are ready to go deep. And you know, you go on a specific level. I think say you mean saying Diana ne Francis ne Makion abo personal hygiene. But idea ba kwa maybe someone sempa ne stepping up personal hygiene no. Hand washing. And as I wash hands regularly, idea ye promote. Na Ghana no. And France idea ye na ye suya. Before COVID-19, cholera could kill us. Accra, a cholera ate me see. Emma within a short period, net nipa 200 Quite bang so. Na ye bet me promote this kind of culture because Ghana no washing hands regularly no nya COVID-19 pa enka and maybe some practice near very low. How can we do this post COVID-19? Virtual Dina on ye can want some kakra.
One thing I've seen about Ghana for the Mumbai Council say if you are the anthem. Sarah also my example be says I get cholera to be seen a kunipa 200. At that moment, Ubon said Obia or Tobia rice water will be anton idea for bear 1 week, 2 weeks. Now 2 weeks and 1 week and 3 days in Chim. What's no musa saline? A hunikaya near Yam Shishi. Nipa Nimson maybe a Ghana and made breakfast a Ghana. A health promotion in Koso. So be crack will be called when you're for beer. Or didn't some bones so man or honey. Say a hurry and said before crowd done because if you're on pest a scent and a becan who cook room, Tiendy or the summer, the who be brave, or in a bones so man as if food and one. Or be waiting to say, and quite she become James. No, deco. And me want to say a health promotion here very low because first of all, me who be say near son or not cars been in them abonting no or can some area by area as something men arranging now say been hobby minim other rural areas no. Yes, I be boy, but the main thing is say any paniso. Our health should be our number one concern. Because I was saying who say who on now are there. Who pen temuye then you say I will be told to one say yeah, one then one here on the beko. And the idea who pen tenti who your health ne say a number one ne bit my boy because you know who COVID-19 send you see and so say mommy be ewo abontia na work say almost funny saying almost one nickname be or preachy or so on share max no. they have 3 solid days. Or more money max ne kuta. So also one share. Yes.
They also are Yesu Christo ba.
Aha, pasha ono. Oh, we feed dino. John yami bibi. Yes, superstitions ne so can home because yama religion, some certain beliefs be akata yeso. She Nyankopon ba ye wiase no. As a baby no. Ye wo no to me o. Nko bet my bibia, but why no catch any mama say onko Egypt no onko sie ana Herod wu ye nti Nyankopon ni mi say obetima bo Herod that time no ma Herod wu. But everything is a space. Or say ye wo to me ye wo GD I bet my catch repon so ye bet na ye scorpions won kaye. Nti no che say tipa track ba no ko gyina hon Nyankopon ye was see who be say a faith with works or yen and superstitions na ye tie de bia some certain preaching some certain belief na yeso yen king kan sem ne say James Yakubu say faith with works e gidie ne ye wo ye enti semeti wo se Yakubon so man billionaire na uti Yakubon so man hoden a no gina say no nti na me obi se be obi feed is go na de me sa bom na de ramanum ubenya disease at the end of the day and answer meta ara still na me twa me ho no say superstitions ne e kata yeso me share marks because me did say Yakupon to me but ebia onim de oh yeah we are not God's MC. Let him do his work. Let him do his work and you do what you are supposed to do because now see if Caesar cry dear my Caesar yeah so see if Yakupon dear my Yakupon and COVID-19 ban. If he's the head of the whole world, he sees it. Yet COVID-19 is there. And our money per nyansa aye max. And I recommend they say it's me boa.
Into a diner me try one until all partners say yeah Emra was a bonfire no ye mompire. Na the was a yes so the boy a home by no. And ye what ye home a buying.
Superstitions no kataso
na me bonfire sa but me two anamon bi enya me ho aduro
exactly
yo that's it. I think say Ghana you're very very religious pa you're very me feel say
fake religious
ye ni fan na ya you he na say you fan say you suffer versus CM say we will cut this program we go and meet ourselves we are very religious pa but it was say yenua badan na ye che say bompaye ne mom so bompaye na you have other things to do was say bo ho ban free ade ho na wo yare so a wo bo ho ban free ade ho wo kwan nyina mu ba wo yare so a ma mompaye pe wo bompaye wia na afi wo hu doctor fi say Nyankopon ye adwuma in so many ways yeah that was it. Francis Ghana you see yen wash yensa na ensuo no wo he me pasho obetimi aka eno ho asem kakra e bia mako school me pese me wash mensa won say corona ba e de Veronica a bucket me kra din now but Veronica bucket is almost everywhere we are washing our hands but what lessons are we learning from that? Because any corona and infection, I bet me there are many others. A diarrhea, you can't want some a cholera, hepatitis A, a contamination. Intimate every part of in soon ever he.
In Sweden, the Oho. In Sweden, na a woho, any tapping the water no. Two separate things. Before that, no, because the president say wama free water. A hop and uncle for whom say you see a warm swimming pool or some sun. A hop and na like people were just wasting it. So anti resources in the hop and then when him say recently and then some years back we were battling with also illegal mining. I say nsuo be brave. Nsuo no ho. But the thing is, in the smaller places in small towns and villages in there are not almost it was your problem. But compared to cities now, because more cities no, it was your problem because I don't know almost your system is centralized. I don't know, say Ghana water, a co him kakra bi affect you. Oye nuanom more cranky to it, we to me to New York. I'll be draw in free more, even though say any treated senior or mobiliano in but over to me, I will say, and Kalmo, Ediano, kakra, say, in a period of corona, see, na unions you. Diminions you the it also boils down to having a national agenda. Say, you be to me who say water is a basic necessity to life, to health. So, say cholera example here of the my. So, all these things. Nsuo betumi aboa me keep hygiene. So when you don't have it, then it becomes a problem. It becomes very difficult. So we live with that hygiene can. In the thing say a collective effort, ne aban e beba so ne aban e ba besi so no. Nsuo de basic kra. Me ti wo se bi hu se MPB akotu wakako ye pipe ama business or the tune ho aya na ye mobo because nka pa na o se nke twam ho. Enye ade we nya de the fans. So akwakotu nsuo baabi so ho nti ebi nsuo ne de ehia nso ne mpanifo mo aye na nsuo ne ntumi nya any citizens and so we shouldn't abuse it. Nsuo a resource just like gold and diamond. Send you unwasted gold, unwasted diamond. Please do not waste water when the opportunity comes and then you have it in abundance. Thank you.
And same be I can say in future now one of the commodities are be export. Yeah. Nsuo. I think it is estimated say the Nordic countries will be exporting water to the whole world. And Ghana no, your water kakra, ye wana. Edru time bia, I think say Accra hobedi what water waste cultures and so na ye fiama say machines no more de pump in suoko a few mono. Because of a galamsey no. On say en suo no ye fins and I na say clay na say a sand no. A woman in a real machines no ma e break it down 10 tem. Inte kakra bi almost say ye shutting so down to maybe to repair our machines. Any adie ya bought galamsey ho and the rules are but in public health no things say people talk about determinants of health nsuo eka ho enti wu ni nsuo o health ho atochima ekakra makeo pacho wo ho ana Francis nka odi
yeah say na o kan say wu ni nsuo o health ho eto tima no me kai say o kai say in public health no those underdeveloped countries, low-income countries, disease are a common hopper infectious disease. And then infectious disease, about today's hygiene, poor sanitation, this poor sewage system, so advanced countries now, almost a chronic disease, who have cancer, those things, into a situation now you won't see na cholera for and some petty hygiene disease we are still underdeveloped or say we have to really give we say underdeveloped or say be home now to me a free zone.
Okay, so I might be very every communicable disease non-communicable diseases.
Yeah.
No baby I might be very every no sanya mano ena your problem more. Makion. Yes. Na ensuo elro no. Ensuo availability no. Ghana obi nipa dodo na no han fie to say enya aban na sisi fie individuals na sisi fie di ma han. But how do you see the availability of water in these houses? So if you say the landlords no and our landladies and as a few owners no, do they have anything to do with the provision of water? I
think in so somehow can it's a very, very big question. Say about issues of landlord, it is toilet here. Mouthful be city, obesity, obesity, kakraka, on your toilet home, to feel. The same way in the back in Sua, the same way, the same approach, and the call in Sua. Landlords was sit there, come on, the Remahin. Nancy, so no. On dream who say, if I bet you on one, if I be Gary, if I be Yadiane, come better password, access to good water for the on daily use. It be fees, Sunny money in Nano, and Yama, I was as Francis said, there should be a national, discourse about some of these things. Because we work on Phillips, what was if and so I said yes, okay, my if you do with my team to about and so what I'm not to be or with my tunes was in a bear if access to water. Now, the moon is the initial question is how do we ensure Nipa hurry and as much as possible, so area Masabasa, it's minya every Yahuni dia etusini hono, you better prevent no.
Yeah.
Very much scenario be. Sometimes it is not about the water not being there, but how we use the water. And the process required the whole and Sanum Puno, it's very critical. Share over say Okogan, you come Ghana ya. Share Obiwu near Kushiri is a question ya. Yes, who flesh you on my soul, sir. If you say, Nipa, I wouldn't have you more. Company, you are very born in Samado. It's no few or something of young for a baby fee as you uncle fee. Which I say, and some send your way and son. But only this so good bucket him, Essie baby, Essie, a Siena, a jail baby. Who do one more? Nipa 100 their course here honor. Oh, be able to run and sell besides a bucket chrono. So, we are my home. So, and first of all, when we have water, and also a major issue, if it's here education, not that I can say right now, Ghana Information Service Department, Yantu Monkaye, first and one more, but the show day, a horse, a book, so no more they now more education, NCC, you are giving education, and but now, no. We don't see much of those things. You just had money in our FM stations for and or more years. Almost also no. These are things and first camera so they don't dedicate much of their airtime educating people about some of these things. How I share Orients any other. Me, I say water is not just a commodity. It's a biopolitical resource. Water is life. Water is a human right. And you know, na shabi ensuo kaka nipa banom ensuo nipa be ohoro nsa ehwa yedea. It is a big problem. I was a government emana ni ko hu. New kabaswa ibetimi deal with these things. And sometimes even when there's water, the very water you need to wash your hands, is already contaminated. Obi ewofie or toilet no wono ebetia no da kogu enso bi mu. Sanso no so tene akwa ma obi na obi kosa akonom e da ko horo nsa e de akoya aduane obi adarete ni fie gata no what directly akoto the source of water, source of river be, what directly akoto. So, some man kitchen, sometimes yana yan gain, ya doing yan quiet on a bro, sometimes you move no, a bro a queen. Such say, ye mean say in so ya dear, shall be the value I attach it to so no. I think it is less. We should have a national campaign. Never man for whom and so here in here. I can tell you, sir, research, the next World War I am it will be about water.
Yo.
Okay, be careful.
And maybe we could shift this to the national lessons, and I'll say, as a country, then we will go very deep. I have a feeling, say, this topic, today we just have to concentrate on personal, and then the next round, then we go to national. They say campaign, it was a national. What is the public health department? And I say, a community health workers, and I say, who have to be involved in all these things. Things say the nation, we have a lot to learn. Into personal issues now so Mrana or kasa about a pool of water be a bucket man a pine mo and I say container beer ubie hokro ne niema wobono. My call fast could see what about a choba? A pool of water said ne and then Pinamon Quine Bisa, Nasa Ponchen Quine, a ye sradie, now a pool of water, and yet the who bowls now honing na. So, bowl no be a bocako fan, it look clean, but it be a very contaminated. And that is why a lot of people having an answer in Suana or Chobana restaurant are open. I think, say, maybe. These things, on a personal level, we can't talk about it more. But you can say, you better. Now, another personal thing I want us to move to, reducing in-person services and promote physical distance. This thing, a reduce infection, and coronavirus is not the only infection a higher. So you share a brochure and I say in most countries, there are a lot of things that you don't need to go to the office. There are a lot of services obey to me. There are a lot of by year no time ya crowd at one place. How can we say way better so? Personally, we are as a nation. Then ye must you bet me, we have lessons now. You bet me as you free. My memo one say, everyone say Ghana, me of office, the phone. I see what I say, ka ubi and frame and I may answer. Because he doesn't need to come to the office. But I mean, to say, Obi try our friend Ghana office before now. Nobody answers. Ghana, Sakolo. But you go to their website and the numbers are there. It is one of the things to reduce that in-person services. Do you have any other? Okay.
Yeah, no credit. We don't answer calls. We don't answer emails.
Yes.
Anything beyond any physical contact beyond yempe. Into Ubu Okra or hospital. Na doctor, I want the pania. Doctor Nokra, 1 year. We always so Jano. For example, maybe a bit fro. Na go on a hospital. No hospital, no. Dr. Basham was so go and eat yogurt. You'll be fine and rest. Because you are not food doctor, we just serious. Obi a me home family me ba hospital hwame a wo aywa na me hwe. Se me kodi yogurt na me ko rest. you know. Adia na yeme no, e be ka me friend the phones na me cheche mu chire doctor na. And ka distance am dey call ye any other thing na I would have saved my time. Na ohwe Ghana ye hospital senya ye system no etie kura hwe. Nipa bebre e hospital e kofa yare.
Yeah.
Omunim because sometimes ura ye hospital no kura hospital na ye hwe say it should have the highest standard of sanitation, you know. Ura hospital just say center cry wo cry different. So ura hospital pa kura so hospital was hospital mabe.
A hospital infection a wabosui. Ko a diner ho. A diner ye low income country nurse and a high income country
nurse.
You know, a hospital infection, no. Na anya bia Ghana nko a ana Ghana the rate near high and say what do you think about pointer Makio Arezi?
But a hospital infection, it cuts across everywhere, even here. No? But the thing is, I think Francis mentioned something like infectious diseases. Ghana, they are not quite because I have seen a bacteria friendly ESBL.
Yeah.
About 50% of people almost having long stay at hospital and the places no almost the befi. And it happens fecal matter na say nipa no urine na say man. It has who say obu ha wo hwe no asko ti ho no. Or ye kama but to hospital could now be a 2 weeks 1 month or be now we be a PLB urine test no. Na abemti no something everywhere because of crowdedness no so can one also one person who be is here be who show be no be kwatia here me gini so because say me nko sesa the gloves and some my best son mu apagana to ho no you rush to help the person. It's something that they are still promoting but enya that high but we Ghana there on say she hospital no you know you see one line bench na uchu to doctor friend nipa back no uchu to we bowa we emni we say see that inpatient outpatient for no imagine hedi ekosi and I secondly say your hospital here crowded no more me inpatient no edu visiting time a nipa egu ho no nipa ba ho nipa tengu ne ho bia ne yare won ho uko katen so modoso a we asem
mu ade
uka so ntwini ho a ya gibi bibre ontwini ho asem folder cry da hokra maame emfa wo nsanka enti edu maybe cry na folder edu visiting time o see time your folder ina na e de kosi baby because obebie onim fi wo mo na so make us say disease we ha a question mark obiem na bia question who disease ne kwa na question mark wonti ase asemesi enya bi enti like your culture so ka ho we are used to being together. And if disease the baby Ghana they are high because of how our culture is, how we sit here. Because you to any yeah, more of communicable and infectious diseases because of how you see a crowded. And I have that's why related to certain bacteria we are being contaminated. But they are still almost the whole baby. And I normally yes I test no. Now you test na nipa ne be fie kra na inform e fie for say asemesi we say okọ toilet na bisa na on ho ne inside because or e be a years be bacteria pseudomonas enti oye sa de na enma ebusiafo ne su bi nya bi bagara de nse on ye test mbonti e ja wo sa na akofie enti so kwa obi kotete way ana tese ebi koma no
yo
yeah even my main fa kakra bi so me nua ba dan na asem o kan yi so hospital infection no I think say or say as a country no so yes ahwe how are ye clinical processes in it here, and as a mechanic say, be obi eba hospital a process here didn't fail because obu Ghana okwa hospital how could you folder? In terms of folder, no pass through the system, you know, pharmacy and some records back no. Not folder no cry infected, not folder no yare headache, or yare stomach ache, or yare catarrh, or yare a folder no kwa. Do you understand? It I think say or say it's not say.
Me pacho obetimi aye specific ewo ho.
On say e bi wo ha.
Me pese obi a oti obi a no. Obeti ase ye. Eye den na me folder na eye paper na enya ahead.
E bi wo ha. I was just jokingly joking on that side.
Yeah.
But your system no they ain't paperless no. And then most of our hospitals no call paperless. What I say, in the system they say hospitals ni bo ha o folder no omo je to ho. Into wo copy now the card kete no eko. Wo attendant card no the copy hwe number ni akoyi wo card no every records. Na say insurance e be failure shimu na ye the amount na the copy OPD na check your vital signs and sana nurses for no a compile e ni nyina food the nyina na ya bobo mudi na ya kogu doctor ho nti eni ye hyehyem a e bobo mudi ani a hyehyem we kwa no flu ha na akọ so na akọ doctor ho na doctor nso ahwe and sana akọ pharmacy sana waji wodru and sana saba so they be call lab no ko they be call ha say no ko in the folder no be fast system ni no nyina na folder no kra no aye contaminated say nipa no or respiratory the buy say be flu bi no the buy or coffee the handkerchief no the so folder name or the go through systems nyina bo hu sama no aye infected with mechanic say viruses na say causal agents na amana ye infected so nti nimpa ono so be file ade no like one take it time easy so be picky infection no easy in our settings there are things systems ni go ha nke be to me asal design no na ka ya cut bi agu so paperless no onya akọ records ya ya forward the call OPD ni ebe ya sa nti no na mu sa na we no aba nti the person me so madam there so we have to reorganize our processes.
Enti obi a ohwe video yi bia no de ye ka kire omone say ana de ye nwie mu ache efree makion so afa enua ba dan na so abesi Francis say ye problem ba ko a higher pie infectious disease ni nyina ne say yade a etimi free nipa ho ekọ nipa ho esan nipa no edoso na ayaresa bia nso so ena hokrampo no na saa yade na ewo kese enti unipa ekoda hospital na ukọ na a nurse fo ne doctor fo ma instruction bi anasa omode nhyehyeye bi ato se disu a eya yenya botre emomo research unipa da ho a o say Ghana na akwa ese so obi koda hospital kra na wansi ho a ye na hwe a won kasa wo ho bie mo but ehano bia obi ayare akoda hospital no hu ni condition e wona bi o kra o say ye nya nipa no na on have enough rest eni kwan say ukọ hospital ho bebre nipa no obebe fie enti ya ye nya sa abotre na ye kọ hospitals so if you say the old hospital buildings no ensu a ye de hohoro ye nsakra na eya enhyada nye so common sa bia ha ura hospital bia entrance no you see toilet ne a washroom bebre you can use them readily bia the modern ones na yesisin ewo Ghana no na bi wo mu enti no we should know say we should reduce our hospital visit no say enye so important ye be ko hode ye nsa akota bibia na afa ye de abafie ni akosesa yade a ewo hospital na ye de abafie ye nto eyebo ase ekakra enche bia ye de komodie no ebe ba wie na we couldn't go to the the national elections no so. Na adeɛ baako so a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛsua no or say Ghana yɛnni a hospital so. Ɛna I don't want to talk much about that, but we are very religious. Yɛto collection was sorry pa ebian kramofo eyi bipa building their mosque, Christians building their churches. Na a Christopher so na dos wo Ghana pa yempe etuotwia. And COVID-19 ni krama ye ehun say a president ba out to say oba be see 88 hospitals be. Said the region be an district be a benya hospital. Asam na waka na kyerɛ sɛ your hospitals na kogu bia Ashanti regional obi abeso okoji because bia nkronkro na aka na hospitals na eni ho. How do we make sure that these hospitals are there? We are still talking about personal you. Yebeka say aban NC hospital by young kasankasa no so. What is our contribution to that? Yebesha say free. Yenua bad diner. She's in hurry. Intino. Yebema na kasa say maybe a opese akobia no na fe wetimi akọ. If I show a diner.
The patrol, I'm say a problem is say Ghana any beer shaban. No institution is ever responsible for anything in Ghana. Government is like what I don't know Atlas no kutabiase. Anna boy so. But you almost say who say Finland be so man say Finland. Finland be you know yes be a very big corporate social responsibility in health business.
Yeah.
It's something that you give back to the society. But even giving back, you know, se Ghana nibe asori bema bibia ebe na asori man no ko si dan ama mission house ama ne ho okosi school ama ne ho akwaya sa ne man is always bibia baby was how we have to get an interest back. But you know say religious groups in Kenya say all Muslim society, all Buddhist society, all Christian society, yes, it's a secondary school. And you are chair aban. You didn't want to Accra. A little levy from all over Ghana. I'm just a hospital, okay, who be wahan say, but everything that we do, no, now make us also say superstitious ninety. Nipa na dream na ukọ kan se we kwe han say obi kweti odi matem because the superstition is there. Ukọ kan sika ho Yakopon na dem but Yesu cry ono be wi ase no. He didn't even come only say oyeme o se obeji nipa nkwa no. Na o se omo ina sha atade baako. Mu so accommodate omo no. So ko betima ka so mo nkodidi. But he had to turn 5 loaves of bread no. Let him done 5,000 be cry the ekai. It's also about social bringing back to the social. So it doesn't have to be you will see a Christian council. So the Christian council doesn't have to be only advices to the government or to the society. And this COVID-19 came, no, it would have been better says Christian council for say they are donating marks to these people. They are donating this. And till next time, no, it was a corporate social responsibility. I said, a money pan crown, it gives back. Till next time, no, if they have something to say, we will have reference to it. And Omoka says, "Semi tomo visa." No, Omoka say bia Mr. Kwesisi ka say bia omo ye bia na maki Omoka so me bi na ye maska. Okay, we give back because Asante Man wa ha say, say group. They wanted to donate something. Everyone in Asante Man gave something. At least one macron and 10 20 euros or the Bema to help, but no be chino. Why? Because they were giving back to the society. So what are we also the religious groups? We should do it, say building mosques and churches and places, and we should build schools in those things. But what are we giving back to the society? We shouldn't only leave it for the government. Ghana is not for any political party. They are just employed by us. As a mechanic, you seek ana you employ almost 4 years or anytime you more. You seek ana your resources. Ghana, dear, and you mom so has so fine. After 4 years near Bukino, near her say where the small girls, where the sikane money near, where this guy say the catcher say go back. Near for another person, yes, it's a same crank, then nani po ya man to us and see we won't be political fanatics. You won't say Ghana, and a politics, your politics. Now you who say social people also there, no. Yes, it's what boy, near Jai said, Biano, I yet so superstition, no, a hammer drink a crown. Ghana, dear.
Yeah, but that was you who say. And I say the very first visit infectious a hospital, almost 100 days, and a see and ya buying a see individuals. I think 2 businessmen in the
Despite brothers.
Hosi Fenyo and I say I may refine and they built it.
The national infectious disease center.
Yes.
And I think that it was the corporate body.
Yeah.
And corporate bodies, and I think the government supported Accra and the military.
Yeah, military. 3 months. Now, almost year. Anna, a Kumasi, I think, say a pediatric. Is it pediatric center and also?
Pasha, yes.
Yeah. First lady, and ya abansika for a contribute to it. Yeah, many years ago, May 7 and I say a house ne ekotoko disaster be people contributed. I think that spirit, if you look at the American history, American are great, they had that spirit. But many years ago, there were Methodist hospitals, Catholic hospitals, Presbyterian hospitals. But I say, and sorry na jiskana. Gone were the days. They were using it to build schools for the community, build hospitals for the community, provide water for the community. No, almost sign back sorry na. But these days, Francis, we can't something ekakra.
Yeah. I think with health facilities in India, Mame more suddenly be abaso. So we call Ghana. Sorry, contributing much to the health sector. The Catholics, they are really doing well. Catholics, they are doing very well. The Methodist, and so will be the Presbyterian. Me say Presbyterians will be Zion, Anglican, and will be SD for also will be. Na Ahmadiyya for also it will be. They are helping. They are doing their best. But for the Catholics, they are doing a human job. They are really doing well. And I think we still have to do more because a problem, no? We are solving. We still have to do more. And then the strategy of the Christian health facilities, they say, almost targeting the remote areas now are buying and neglecting. Yes, facilities. Yes, check. Inti bibrina no aya na ye shede on bisi bia de yakese na abekrum no te se Winchi Methodist Hospital and then Kwadasu SD money ada renowned in abekrum. But most of these facilities, it will cry as say any of the compounds in crass. I think that we need to empower them to go and then do those projects. Nim cranning in an normal cover.
I him for no so no and yet and Sasano na I was almost tondi. I was say these people so some of the land we need the hospitals. We need them. Ain't I him for no so no individual, and that is what they can do. I'm say and then say I might be about or say one district, one factory. Way or he be I was me was bring this. I think that these are the little things that individually, any a be a to me kakra na iska kakra wo mo nsem no. Almost bet me aye a baby. Makio. Then also okafa we give to Caesar what belongs to Caesar and give to God what belongs to God. Effort provision of hospitals, individual responsibilities. Said in future no COVID and something similar, but you bet me as well. No, more contribution.
Yeah, me that's it. Me who say COVID ya be no. Ye nyina yesua nneema free mu no. In a way, we can also see this COVID as a sort of a blessing in disguise, because yesha COVID by I rekindle the Ghanaian humanitarian spirit to an extent is that individuals donating huge sums of money. We have seen companies and religious organizations. We have seen Ghanaians living abroad making donations, saying I think, sometimes there are individuals who want to do something, but we need some kind of leadership. I was say, community leaders from the bottom to the top. We should have a focused. You say, let's see. I can say, I mean, culture says, I buy an agency. I buy a hospital. Community be yes, let's raise funds. It will shock you the amount the government can raise to support some of these things, from individuals. Be shock you. So, say they are now you can you quite sorry to correction. Akesi. Yare COVID ban who say I sorry for be. I'm supposed to say yare hodoa. Yare na ye call on to correction akesi mo modino. Says can na no modini kwa. Omutimi nya hwe. Meanwhile, and Kasika be by a quoted my sofa binum edini free no. Yedi kakra eboboano ema itimi di ekosia sabia ewa kurabiase ewo bia ya sabia ne hono a ebia nkebetwa je obi nkwa so COVID ba ye realize that big hospitals ni nyina no, some of them became treatment centers obia focus na COVID no it will call hokrompa empany ho ani ade at the early stages no, but individuals setting up one so sorry etimi aboboa ama yetimi SCC hospitals near the any clinics baby bear and some of these hospitals could be such a way say they are owned by the community. So when you contribute to something when you do actually hospital na bibi nko ya obeka because when say hospital no usika eka ho bi na ede dey na ede asi so but Ghana for yentua tax na no tax kura was wontua na wontua tax na wona ka so form mutu first camera or the beba so enti attitude towards helping our own country no say na dana eka earlier no bibia ya aban bibia aban ko bosa na aban meye so bosa aban ko pe no when sika na aban fan ko twesa bosa no yen nya na osi tua sika no you krom Ghana we no nipa bebre nipa munche tax de on nipa yadwuma kese e was say nkomotumi boa na mtobotom na beyond tax ombutua almost give extra na itimi ebo ma o man ko nanim no omonye no bebrebe hwe a lawyer for omuntua tax many of these people are individual firms that they omuntua tax so I think that there should be a national call. Let's take advantage of this COVID right now people are in high spirits, people are ready to give. Let's take advantage of that and make the best out of this COVID situation.
Obi ewo ho ana say yemfa nsese sie ewo ha kra na wabusuani bi ayare na obetimi ama an invitation ama waba hospital ewo hakra na ya behwehwe ne body mu a COVID no you cannot do that.
You cannot do that. So Ghana gave an instance so Asantuma Europe as Finland Finland a part of Asantuma Europe COVID by yes within 1 month they say actually I say koboa na because buying and some quantum katani entity solve problem in koboa within in less than 1 month few associations in less than 1 month we raised over like almost 200,000 Ghana cedis to buy PPEs to go and give to KCCR and Nguchi and Kofanochi and all that. So it me feel say people have Ghana for we have good spirit. But sometimes you need somebody to start that campaign. Somebody to show that leadership. And to me, when you say COVID-19 trust na buying establish here, say raise funds to support COVID. Beyond COVID, we should make use of that trust. So to solicit funds from companies and individuals and religious organizations and Ghanaians living abroad. We channel our resources into our health sector. If we say Ghana for we are using the money for the purpose. People willing to pay.
Yeah.
Sometimes what happens is when people pay the money, and they realize we put the money as Dana said. My reference. Dana says the Ghana. A bit more the raw and grand draws any other day. So when we realize that the money is not going into the purpose until raises the Ghana, then tomorrow people will not be willing to contribute. So if it's an opportunity for us, and many Francis are doing say, and so they are doing marvelous work. But I think there's more room for improvement. And now Ghana dear. They say COVID by will be anti baby. We are now in proper health system. See one be so politicians be
Bill Gates' wife, I think, say when Melinda Gates said she foresees say if Africa recorded to say na Italy in Spain here, she sees dead bodies in the streets of Africa. But people were angry. I say in Africa no, obi making such statements now, you become so emotional without going deep into it. Because say Spain crown no more health facilities now, or more kobu so Emma edrutem be omo dem rabbi says obi the age be no is so fragile now say na want me you have to take the ventilator and give it to somebody who have a possibility of surviving. Na no me be me free no me where are the hospitals? Cause hospital there's a funny story. Obi free Finland hakoye nursing a practice regional hospital. Now, or more emergency, they had 2 wards. And no more use blood pressure machine back up. Now, and no free hand and the blood pressure machine at what that's what they call practice. And we all signed the chair or more. And all the nurses there came to thank him. I said, almost celebrating because of that way. Sa hospital we ni sa niema na eni ho no senka ye yare to say other countries na look at what is happening in Brazil na onyame na edie afofie. So paying our taxes to build hospital no eni na nyame djuma no bia. Yes churches now they are not the one-man churches now. These churches now these days now things that they are even losing their members to those one-man churches. No more discounting in Akuma one man and those one-man churches no and they don't give back to the society. Anytime you see that they are doing things for people in the society, it's a kind of show off bi ena omo eye ti obi a wo hwe video yi bia no yenwe mu nyina aka se twia oto na aban se aban a woti so yi sa aban foforo na beba aban bia at any day no yebenya aban bi ewo Ghana twia woto ema aban na onfa ensisi ayaresabia emaw na wo yare a wakoho scare was a wode koto correction na wato ye was a wode ma aban na wode ama aban asempatre adwuma no a ewo se ensori nsoso eye no endrum rebia gone were the days nanka asori dem kra na ye nhyeda into time bi wo ho enfan discuss our rich semi no social issues no, but these days no we are discussing them yemma health issues so enye yehiasem na ensori musoso yemfa nyewe yenua Francis can say Roman for omo tai kosisi ayaresabia wo enkurase pa ensori no asempatre juma no my one of my pastor was doing evangelism no aka say said Yesu Kristo kotna abura no ho no odi nsuo wan kotu Isaiah on say Israel for tetere omokwa asori dem synagogue no ma ko read Isaiah woman Jeremiah ransom no when read the original nsuo so and they preach kire Samaria oba no COVID-19 we also for okwa asempatre adwuma hand sanitizer eba akobi fako ekura na se fako obi ho mask bi monto bi na monfa entre wona mene so na wo hande no de mo obi na wo de hye nsem na aka se Yesu dokra evangelism na bi eno no akwan bibre so yebetimi aye adwuma e de aboa man nti as individually no premacho obia dan na obono tofa na yede awie lessons learned from COVID-19 as individuals yebesha se wo yenua baas ho ne aba Francis ho na yede kop maken ho na fe yede yakomodie na ba awie.
Sure. The lesson I learned is that as Ecclesiastes said, there is time for everything. A time to smile or be happy and a time to be sad. Yes, sad a time ni. Na COVID-19 all those they are brain. E be any wo kwan bebre so. If so be any mo china sem say anyama kese eba. Enti de to nipa na nim say any aban so e wo wi ase na mpo anim say ye hu we no na ye boaboa ye ho. Ye di na ni adwu china ho. Na ochina bi no ebi ba yankobo bosia ya me ye ho ahuru anye bia no se Noah's Ark ya boaboa nyema kakra gum na edu twabre na nya bibi so edi nti.
Thank you very much, Francis.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, dem so me dey betwa eto no health and religion. Me did say Ghana is so nyame pa, but it do issues of health and the issues of national development. The religion run be prayer. Na yes no. Me sure say Ghana ayo man ayo so nyame pa. Nanso your life expectancy ma 64 years. Emma is 62. Over Sweden, her life expectancy, I think say Emma is 81 and Emma is 83. It will be some say, ye ne a Sweden for how many soon me pa. Ideally, ye no think ye liche. And so the gaba almost 20 years. And that's how a crummy in winter. So that 20 years no, and your religion. A steps in here almost 2 years, no more 2 years about health system. Any the way I'm living your life, about hygiene, any the way I'm perceiving disease, social distance on it's social distance. When no co a crown will be home one massa, people to be a man sending go for you. Do you understand? We shouldn't leave everything to God. yɛnkae ho sɛ yɛyɛ Christofoɔ, sɛ yɛyɛ Muslim, sɛ yɛyɛ a traditionalist. Yɛnkae ho sɛ adeɛ biara a wobɛtumi ayɛ no, wobosom no anaasɛ Onyankopɔn no ɔnyɛ ma wo because ɔyɛ ma wo a ɔgyegye wo so dodo. Na mmom nneɛma a ɛboro wo so a wontumi nyɛ no, ɛno ɛna ɔbɛbɛ mu na wayɛ ama wo. Meda ase.
Yo, thank you very much. Makion.
Yeah, even I mean that's it. I think I can say you who say COVID no in Yankoi, let's not be delusional, say oh right now the baby are form, everything is all right. And all the necessary protocols are health professionals they mining and you say you be this so. Na you this COVID as a modern John the Baptist. I think that in future we may have a more deadly pandemic, a better chance of COVID way. Say yan share ye na yam bobo and see from personal level to government level. Yamobo who and see a bia da achi de beba no. Eno de na sebe anhwa na yanye eti anidim se yanye eti anidim se most of the predictions are experts about Africa no predictions no mem eno nche se intimum bitimi abam se ya nkoso an nye niema hodo a ebe de boy ho ban a we can fall into that trap. Inti mese union nyina especially union Ghana say we don't have a very robust health system. And untina I was say ubia bona ho ban because one more ho ban na yare no eso mu a wan hwe ya na uwo mu ana na woko no nti kakra meka no.
Yo, yesua a lessons kakra ewo COVID-19 mo na yenua mo so ene ya che enti summarize ni nyina no. Makion say we don't have robust health system. I say ye ni ayaresabia bebre intino approach a oman no atake ya na ye tu obia for ne say bo hoban ahoban bo prevention said ye yade no kura wunya na wakọ hospital na yakase a bed enni ho na saa lessons na yemfa yade nyina ho wunya diabetes sie wo Ghana ebeye din yade bebre ewo ho nti ayese corona de ye tu ho anamo ye bo modern kakra ebi mo agya ebi mo de enso nye corona nko na ye yade and next week ye bedi nkomo so afa as a mind as a community lessons ben na yesua free mo na nka na o say ye kan mi no bom so akoye individuals nko as a mind. What lessons are we learning from a COVID-19? Say uti office bi na say aban abie website amount na wo email a ewo say o reply a ukwa adwuma bie wo email na nipa a mefum ewo office wo phone na ebi mo fra answer na nipa a me gu wo office wo ye fie wura na say usi dan a pomodin hwese wo be ma toilet kakra ba fie no ma na say ensuo aba ho kakra a teacher for ene mo a mo hwe a school so Veronica Bucket, ye mo modern say ebe ya de a ebe stay permanently. And yet COVID-19 kwa. Individually, ye mo ye ho ban. Na ye ni corona nhihye ye ne emra eso. Na eno ene beboa ye. Ye nua ba Dina, Miss Dina yeda wase. Francis yeda wase. Nua Makion yeda wase. Mu nyina muni nyame ntena. Edi nyame jamo. Bye bye.